I want to move through today's analysis really quickly, SPY, IWM, AMC, and then I want to talk and mostly talk to myself. I'll put the analysis up first. I know that my viewership is probably here for the analysis less my journaling. So here we go. I'm looking at SPY currently, and you can see that we have a couple of different things here. There is a candlestick pattern here with a price target up towards $412. You can see that the price is moving towards that direction, gapping upward, forming a bullish hammer up here, which is kind of a weird spot to see this particular candle, but I'm okay with it. The RSI is coming up. It's not above 50 yet. Volume is still pretty low. Nothing to speak of there. Implied volatility drops as the price is retracing its last move downward. To have the price gap up and move into this zone and close up into this area is bullish. I'm very, very happy with that. A continuation of that kind of action will be at 412, no problem, by Friday. And that's going to be a good sign of bullish continuation. Overall, SPY is looking like it's making a good bounce. Whether or not it rallies to new highs, I don't know. But for the time being, it's looking bullish. I haven't looked at the IWM yet. Let's have a look here. Looks like similar move, gapping up, closing higher. This is a healthy candle. The RSI here fell lower than it did SPY, and it is starting to come up. We still aren't past this prior high, as is also on the SPY, so there is a chance for a bearish reversal here, and this would just be a minor high. This price action is very disjointed on both the SPY and the IWM. This bottom does look a little shaky, I'm not gonna lie. I am hopeful, though, to see the market move higher still. Economic data wasn't so bad this week, and Powell didn't really do much. He did rally the markets somehow. I don't know why that is. Part of me suspects there might be some social sentiment, something, I don't know. Probably not people, though. It's probably not people that make the markets go crazy when Powell speaks. Volume was a little higher than it was yesterday, still below that 30-period average. Applied volatility is dropping steeply as the price is retracing its last move down. Looks good though, looking bullish. It's still moving. It's still not looking like a confirmed bullish reversal, but it's certainly in the process. And AMC, here we go. AMC doing amazing things today. Look at that. It's almost like it's in bullish reversal. Which is something I've been saying ever since this big, well, you know, since Sunday. This was Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Back here, I said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to bottom on Thursday, sub 10. And we did. And the price skyrocketed. And this is where I'm going to start my journaling. Because when this happened, I had about just under $300 in my trading account. And then, boom, my day trading cash went up to like $1,900. Like, I seriously went parabolic. Just rocket ship upwards. The next day, I kind of YOLO'd into the uptrend, thinking to myself, let's do it, like show me, confirm this bullish candlestick. And it didn't, and that hurt a lot. So I was really cautious yesterday when the price made this funny move and we have this support zone that's shaping up really nicely. And then today I got wrecked because, well, I don't listen to myself. I think that I need to watch my videos like from the day prior before market open, because my head is not in the same spot. I've said this once, I'll say it again. You're trading against yourself. You are personally responsible for everything. Who cares what the market did, right? There's always options. At the beginning of this week, I thought I should sell a $9 put, and that would lock up that cash that I would have to hold to cover that option from selling it. And that would be good because it would protect those profits. And then I would take the premium and trade on that. And that premium could all be lost because, well, if, you know, the put were to expire worthless, I could lose all of that and essentially be risk-free, not be any worse for wear. Should the price drop to 9, then I could start writing calls against the shares that I would buy, as the option that I sold, the put, was exercised by the buyer, right? And they would sell the shares, which means I buy them. If you don't follow that, I'm sorry. That's options speak. I don't want to go into the time to like explain all of that, but essentially think about what happens when you buy a contract and what rights that gives you, and then imagine what the other person who sold that contract has to do to fill your rights. So there you go. That's something to think about. Now, I should have done that and they didn't. And I said, I want the cash that I have on hand ready to go in case we do see another big explosive move. Because if I can take, $150, turn it into $1,500 in, 5 or 6 weeks, well, why can't I take $1,500 and make it $15,000 in 5 or 6 weeks? It's the same relative increase. And today, or I guess today, I figured out why. And it's that when I was trading earlier, I had a very small amount of money. I was kind of fixated on that. I've got a little bit of money. It's really hard to make any money. It's really, really hard. And I had to really focus on the analysis and really, really time my entries and exits. When I got all that cash, I got super excited because as the amount of money I have increases, so will my gains potentially, right? But that's a greedy trap. That's a greedy trap. I made all that money on $300. I made that parabolic rise on $300. And it's important to remember that because and it is compulsive, as I compulsively buy more contracts because I have the cash to do so, that increases my exposure risk a ton. And inevitably, when I make mistakes, I make them harder. So currently, my day trading log, my day trading chart, it's starting to look like a price mountain. Like, I'm serious. I pumped and I am dumping. And how on earth am I dumping when my analysis is so on point? My analysis is so on point. Look, the bullish reversal's coming along great. Everyone was all bearish for, once we got down here. And I was like, whatever, it's time to turn around. And sure enough, that's the case. But I'm still losing money. So I have to ask myself, how do I hold on to my gains? That sounds so dumb. And I thought, I could just pay myself. I could take a dividend basically, right? Just take the cash that I've made, set it aside, say, hey, there you go. Or I could actually be more disciplined, which is difficult to do. I was talking about that in my Discord just a little bit, I think with a villain. Like, the discipline is the hardest part of this. And that's why I'm journaling this, because I think as cool as it is to share technical analysis and as cool as it is to have like a community of traders talking about where they're making money and stuff, honestly, I think that the personal, like the feelings, the emotions, the experience, this is what is not being shared are the big ups and the big downs, right? Currently, I'm losing a lot of money. Granted, in the bigger picture, I'm doing great, right? I started with $150, and I still have like, listen to this, my cash balance right now is currently at $680. Right? Like, you're kidding. Yeah, that's a huge retracement. That's crazy. And I'm starting to understand why that happened. And I think moving forward, what I'm gonna be doing is really just pretending like I only have $150. Ideally, I would take the money out of the account so that I couldn't lose it. But at the same time, I realized that what I should have done is saved up smaller amounts of money and then started selling contracts with that money. And that'll be harder for me to get back to if I take the cash out. So I'm not exactly sure how I want to handle it. I do want to watch this video tomorrow morning and ask myself seriously, are you going to make money today, Cap? Are you going to make money today? Because you're falling flat in your face. Your analysis is great. My trading has always been a little shaky. I've always said that. My analysis is way better than my trading. And yeah. And I still have enough money to make another explosive gain. I just need to make sure that I'm not overextending myself. So it's getting a little long. It's 8 minutes long. I want this to be over 10 minutes. I'll go over my day trades now really quickly. If you've sat through this much of my rambling, you get to see my embarrassing mistakes. Congratulations. And it is embarrassing. It is embarrassing. Gonna do this, gonna do this, gonna do this. Maybe if I make enough mistakes enough times, then I'll stop doing them. I'll stop making them. That's part of the whole YouTube thing, right? This makes me accountable to myself and my following. So let me just open up my day trading chart here. It's a smattering mess, of course. It was interesting to see bearish divergence appear right away on the RSI, and for the RSI to follow this trend super low, and the price formed a double top. And how many opens have I seen like this? I started playing calls. I lost a little bit of money up in here, just a little bit, and then I entered some puts. And the price fell, and that was great. The price then rallied, and I said, I'm not falling for this. I've seen this double top and then fractal into another bigger double top, and then boom, the trend breaks and the price falls apart, and then it's making money on puts time. And so I really YOLO'd into those puts, and that was so dumb. Mostly because, it was all right until Powell spoke, right? And then I ended up taking a massive loss. Like, I think I'm down $300 today, but just on those puts alone. And, oh, shout out to Exoplanetary. He's obviously in the Discord all the time with me, one of the more active people. Hello, Exo. This is your shout out because you claimed the right at first, so there you go. You got it, buddy. Okay, anyway, so yeah, Powell spoke here, and the market goes crazy. I don't know why the market goes crazy when Powell speaks. Look at the volume, though. It creates a lot of volume, and you know what volume does for AMC? It causes it to rally, and I had that suspicion. I eventually bailed out before the price did rise higher, and I do know that we were having some after-hours action. I'm not going to look at it because pre-market can wipe all that out, so I don't bother analyzing after hours. I really don't. You can see implied volatility did start to drop pretty dramatically towards the end of the day. I thought that was kind of interesting. Nonetheless, I think AMC is looking pretty bullish overall. I'm at 10 minutes. I'm going to pull up the reversal progress chart, which I'm doing on the 15-minute time frame here. And let's have a look. Okay, so we have this big spike out here, and this spike makes it difficult to draw trend lines because it creates an outlier in the data. So strictly speaking, I want to use the low before that high, but I can't. So I'm going to start using this low. I think this might be a little more productive. And if I use this low, then we did set a new high over the last few days. And when I draw the trend line on that basis, I can put some pipes below the trend line there, a little bottoming pattern, and there you have it. We have a nice uptrend there. Here's the kicker. You can see that the RSI has reached overbought a couple of different times, and there is definitely a level of horizontal support or resistance at 1271, and this effectively puts the price into a pennant. And it's a pennant, not a triangle, because it's less than 3 weeks long. So this pennant is kind of scary because it's at the end of a pretty steep downtrend. Maybe if I show this on a 4-hour chart, that would be a little clearer. And this is why I'm still like a little hesitant to say, hey, full bullish reversal, because it hasn't confirmed yet. We're gonna need to get above that $13.70, that $14 range to really confirm that. Otherwise, this could be a massive pattern where we have this huge spill down and then this consolidation area, which could be like a half staff formation from a drop that started at 16. So, down to 9, that's a $6 drop. If we drop another $6 from 13, that can happen. That can happen, and the reversal is looking a little shaky in SPY and IWM, I'm not gonna lie. So today, I'm starting to think to myself, oh my goodness, yes, we got the bullish bounce, but I'm missing the follow-through that I was expecting to see. And you can just see volume here is starting to fall off too. Implied volatility is dropping. That's to be expected to some extent. I don't know. See, this is what's hard is I need to stop losing money on my day trades, and this thing needs to pop explosively to the upside in the next 2 days, or it's possible that we could lose this uptrend and just head lower, and this would turn into a measured move down, and this would be a corrective phase, and that would be horrible. I mean, it wouldn't be horrible. It just depends on your perspective, right? Like, obviously, I can make money in the downtrends, and I've actually made more money in the downtrend than this corrective trend, which is kind of funny. But like, let's just pull a retrace here and just take a stab at that. This is kind of just eyeballing that 61.8%. We've definitely gone beyond that. 50%. If this turns into a measured move down, the retracement is very tall, and that means that the likelihood of reaching the price target is very high, and it would be low. It would be low. A full extension of that measured move down would bring us down to $6, $6 or $7, which is a price target that I've had for a very long time. But I was kind of hoping that this was it, that we'd see the bottom at 10 and reverse, but that may not be the case. So at the end of the day, I am profitable. I am still losing money somehow. And now I'm not really sure which way I lean, bullish or bearish. When I draw that line, doesn't that look cohesive? That looks like a very cohesive chart to me if the price were to follow this pattern. There's not much holding the uptrend together at this point. Tomorrow is going to be a signal day. I mean, yeah, that's an upward breakout, and that is the external trend. Did today confirm? Did today confirm our bullish breakout? I think today did confirm our bullish breakout. Let's take this and pull it out. That close is above. But look how low volume is. That's why I'm worried. Volume is low. AMC makes bullish breakouts on high volume. The RSI is at 47. It's still not above 50. This is interesting. I mean, look at the volume just plummet. I gotta tell you, I'm a little nervous. A little nervous about the bullish reversal. Tomorrow we'll confirm it or not. Okay, that's what I have. I guess I don't know what's going on, so happy trading.